Mr. Simpson, would you please stand and face the jury? Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information. Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the State of California versus Orenthal James Simpson. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Ronald Lyle Goldman, a human being, as charged in count 2 of the information. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, further find the special circumstance that the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, has in this case been convicted of at least one crime of murder.
That is the face. That is the heart. That is the soul. And the father of one Ronald Goldman. This day, October 3rd, 1995, the same day we find P.Diddy Combs on trial. What will be the verdict? Will they even have a verdict today? And why are we here? Good evening, my fellow Americans and people of international flavor. I am French Shot Pearson. Welcome to French Shot Blue. Blue is symbolic. When I was a little boy, I used to look up to heaven and I would say, God is in the blue. The Spirit of God is in the blue. It is Friday, October 30th, 2025, 2:25 in the PM. How are you? Let's say it together. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. I am back from Broadview, Illinois, where there is a continuous protest at an ICE detention center. But I turn your attention to the P. Diddy trial. What's really going on, people? Why did a young man whose father was involved with one of the biggest hustle of drugs in American history, Frank Lucas, that's right. P. Diddy's daddy worked for Frank Lucas back in the day. Even had a movie. Denzel Washington played Frank Lucas. You guys seen the movie. How could a child take his talents and get into the music business and then become a multi-millionaire? And now, is he in cell block 9?
And some of his past charity work, and as you mentioned, Combs has already asked for leniency from the judge. We're seeing that video playing out on your screen right now. So, and I guess the question here is, what's the goal for Combs, and just how much does a video like this affect sentencing?
Well, this was a big play by the defense team. They're going out on a bit of a limb here. What they want to do is portray Combs as a family man, as a contributor to the community, giving to charities and the like. You see him interacting with his family out in the community, raising awareness for causes that are important to him. So what they're trying to do is show this other side of Combs, which is in stark contrast to what the prosecution laid out for the jury and also for members of the public who saw somebody who wanted to maintain control of people, moving them around, essentially forcing them into sexual act.
You guys have seen the counts. You've watched this probably equally or more than me. I've done probably 4 or 5 videos. I even put the 5 C's up against it. The power's got their hands all in it. The colors are there, the numbers are there. It's a bit distraction at this point. I feel like we're so close to the coming of God, and that life has taken a turn to a point where it's events which are major, which will lead us into a one world system, that I don't give too much air to this thing. I wish him well, if it's true. If it ain't true, everybody's acting. Tell me how you feel. Is it all an act? Has the whole thing from the rooter to the tutor been an act? I have revealed so much on my channel, on my last channel, about this thing, that I'm convinced it's more act than truth. And I want to throw this tidbit at you. You've got Luigi, you've got Bankman-Fried, and P.Diddy in the same jail. What are the odds? 3 high-profile, quote-unquote, criminals. Is it really a jail? Do they go out the back door and just party like it's 1969 or 1989 or 1999, as Prince would say? Are we all being had? Let me throw this at you guys. I've always said that P. Diddy Combs is a beehive. Just like that other guy. You know that white guy who had that place in an island? A person I can't talk about, but you know that guy who unalived himself in jail? You know that guy who had the politicians and allegedly big political people at an island? That guy, along with P. Diddy, to me, these are beehives. Pearson, what do you mean? You get there, you got cameras everywhere, and all this alleged this and alleged that. And then some of the people get out and they're on social media saying, yeah, you know what? I can't talk about it. Or, you know, if I do talk about it, I'm on camera because I was at one of them places. And they talk about how high profile people were there, like lawyers and judges. And see, people, that's the beehive. Why would a beehive be set up like that? Well, we can only speculate, but I'm going to give it a speculation moment. And I speculate that the future of America is in relation to these beehives. You see, if you got prominent people going to the P. Diddy parties, and a lot of folks allegedly know why they're there, and you do this little introduction thing, you know what I'm saying? And you all on camera, well, guess what? You the walking and talking best kept secret on the planet, because you're not going to tell, because you done some crazy, unscrupulous things, allegedly. And the same thing with the thing over at the island. You a former president, or you about to be a president, and you done some crazy stuff. Y'all done seen the paintings. I got in trouble a few years ago when I put out some of them paintings on the internet. Like they don't want y'all to know. Why don't they want y'all to know what's really going on over there on that island, huh? Be better off watching Gilligan's Island. Boy, I'm telling you. It appears to me that when they went to Diddy's house and they got those tapes, it wasn't just to see what Diddy had. It's to make sure that don't nothing else get out on certain people. Do you understand? And I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same thing to E Island. The beehive is there to put you in submission, that whenever I need you to do something in the future, judge. Whenever I need you to do something in the future, politician. Whenever I need you to do something in the future, entertainer, you gonna do it. Because I'm gonna show you what you did when you was laying up in the bed with a few folks. Hello? So when I look at Diddy and I hear all this is going on, and Do I kind of feel sorry for him? With Pearson, you act like you believe it. Like I said, it could be true, it could not be. What's the old saying? With smoke is fire. Well, you can't go at that with 100%, can you? Pearson, you're saying he guilty. Let him have his day in court. Pearson, just shut up. Pearson, let the man have his day in court. Okay. Well, let me get you out of court. I'm a black man, he a black man. The man has given hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, to colleges. He has built 3 charity schools. He's helped foundations. He's helped schools. He's done a lot of beautiful things. Every time you turn around, he got a mic in his hand, he's speaking somewhere. I think somebody gave him the keys to New York or somewhere back in the day. Maybe they took him back, I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong celebrity. People, y'all know how I feel about black men in music, okay? Y'all know how I go. It's a dirty business. It's a dirty business. This man got contracts on rappers who call women B's and H's. Okay? So, like I said the other day when I was popping off, if your tongue can't be a blessing and it's a curse, guess what? At some point, God lets you have it your way. Remember that thing back in the day, Burger King had a slogan. Remember Burger King had a slogan about 20 years ago, have it your way. God said, you know what? Y'all gonna keep on doing all these crazy things? I'm gonna let you have it your way. Now you get locked up and you want grace and you want mercy and you're showing family time with your kids and you're a loving daddy and carrying on and your kids can't do without you. The Bible says you can't serve 2 masters, people. So let this be an example. Again, I wish him well. But you contracted to the detriment of the black community. Yet you help the black community. You poison more than you planted. I'm going to say it again. In my humble opinion, he poisoned more with the type of music that they put out here. Bad boy. The Bible says when God got through creating this world, he leaned back, looked at all that he had created. He said, it's good. He didn't see a bad boy, did he? I said, did he see a bad boy? I don't think he did. Let this be a lesson to all groups. I don't care what color you are or what culture you are. Either you're going to serve the Lord or you're going to run the risk. And one day God going to be like, Burger King, baby, have it your way. Because see, now it's character building time. Because all the time you were sending them contracts and, you know, doing all the things out there and looking real good and women dressing all scantily. And they just say you're doing all them kind of freaky things, polluting things. It's a nice word for sinning. You didn't know that one day the check that you wrote, your butt was going to have to cash that check. Look, I'm talking to myself before because we done all made mistakes. But I wish him well. Because sometimes God puts you in a position where it ain't money, it ain't power, it ain't position. You sit up there in a cold cell late at night, and it's just you and him. Just you and him. And hopefully, prayerfully, you come to your senses. That it ain't about you. It's about that everything that you do should be to the glory of God.
Out the entire update, I will ask you this. There was a question from the lone medic. How long does Elizabeth think Diddy will be sentenced for? Wasn't there a comment today? Wasn't there a comment today, Elizabeth, from the judge that he does not see any reason to deviate from the guidelines of what, 5 to 7 years?
Yes, and so there was a lot of math that I was honestly doing, Jesse, because when they're talking about the sentencing guidelines, they're always talking about it in ranges of months, and so because there are 12 months in a year, I'm having to do quick math. So really what the judge is kind of looking at and what the PSR recommendation was 70 to 87 months, which by my calculations, because I don't have a calculator inside that courtroom, about 6 or 7 years. So I could see it possibly being definitely on the higher range than maybe the defense was expecting. I think especially in terms of the judge's tone today when he brought up that Sean Combs had been talking publicly about possibly doing an in-person speaking engagement in Miami. I think actually, I take that back, it wasn't the judge who brought that up, but it was more so the government who specifically brought that up, because it seems like from the defense's side that they were expecting possibly for him to be released today pending the outcome of what this sentence.
We won't know till probably 4:35, 6 o'clock. It might stretch all the way till Monday. Let the drama continue. People, in this spiritual aspect, like I said, a beehive, ain't no telling what was done at that freak off. Ain't no telling what was done. Ain't no telling how many Hollywood or entertainers are sitting back saying, oh Lord, if that information get out, my career, my image is ruined. That's why I tell people, don't even get into the entertainment field. Because you know how they play it. A friend allegedly might get sacrificed. Somebody might have a shame moment. The more money you make, the more risk it is. Then you get close to one of them millionaires, and you mess around and something happened to you. Because, hey, you know, allegedly, at that level, somebody got to give a sacrifice every now and then. But yeah, people, you know, what a cesspool of sin. You've heard all the people on the internet. Y'all know what's going on. Like I said, I wish him well, but people, the spiritual aspect is that when you have a beehive, you can control the destiny of a country. That's power. And I believe the powers utilized him, and allegedly he played the game. And guess what? It's your turn now. I don't know how it's going to come out. But check this out. O.J. Simpson, October 3rd, 1995. P.Diddy, birthday, 11/4/1969. Subtract both of them, P.Diddy's birthday versus the day that O.J. Simpson was found not guilty, anniversary. The difference is 4/4. Barack Obama is the 44th president. Is that coincidence? P. Diddy was picked up by Homeland Security. He was arrested on 9/16. Take 9/16/2026, 2 years after the anniversary of him being picked up and locked up and maybe shut up, versus 11/4, which is his birthday, P. Diddy's birthday. The difference is 3/16. That's sacrifice. So the anniversary between the day he was picked up anniversary versus his birthday this coming up year, 316 days. John 3:16, that's sacrifice. Is he a sacrifice? It's also 45. That's Trump. Is that coincidence? And how about this? 11/4/2026, P. Diddy's birthday next year. 10/3, today's the trial. The difference is 1/1/1. Remember, the Pope died on the 111th day of the year. Yeah, is that coincidence? How about this? Puff Daddy released his first album titled No Way Out. You heard me. Puff Daddy's first album is titled No Way Out. Came out July 22nd, 1997. Anniversary of that 2025 album is the anniversary of No Way Out versus Puff Daddy's birthday this year, 11/4. And that's sacrifice 3/16. It's also the Pope. Pope Francis became the Pope on 3/13/2013. Is there a message in the music? OJ sang that one back in the day. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Friday, weekend. Living for the weekend. Y'all remember that cut back in the day? 7/22/2025, anniversary of the album by P.Diddy in the house. No Way Out versus P. Diddy's next birthday, 11/4/2025, gives you Sacrifice 316. Is this man being sacrificed? OJ's birthday, may he rest in peace. July 9th was his birthday, 1947. And here's Cassie, the one who got a $5 million settlement, something like that. Woo! She can go to Disneyland every day, her and the kids. August 26th is her birthday. Take OJ's birthday from Cassie's birthday, same year. The difference is 48. On April 8th, an X was in the sky. That means you X'd. Is he marked? Is P. Diddy marked? How about this? 7/22. What's that 7/22 from? The album, No Way Out. That's the date. No Way Out anniversary, 7/22/2024. And today is 10/3/2025, anniversary of OJ. The difference is 1 year and 73. What is 173? The 173rd day of the year, 6/22. What happened on 6/22? Bomb, 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 Iran. We bombed Iran. That's right. What are the odds? On 6/22, America bombed Iran. Funny how that slipped in there, didn't it? Well, check it out. What's going on over there right about now?
Well, look, I've seen the reporting on Hamas's initial decision that says, look, we don't think this serves us well. But the truth is, it doesn't serve the Hamas leadership well. They want to continue to conduct terror campaigns like the one they did on October 7th. But we know this, it serves the people of Gaza incredibly well, and the people of Judea and Samaria equally well. This is a good solution. It gets all 100% of the hostages home, those that are alive and those that are not, and provides a model for Israeli security and sovereignty. This is a really good outcome. As for what Hamas will do, I know there's a lot of optimism. The devil's in the details on these things. And not only do they have to say yes, they then have to implement it. They have to live with it. And to think that Hamas will self-disarm seems to me to be a bit of a stretch. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that they will see that this is a terrible decision to reject this. But to see these...
So Hamas is playing in the court of public opinion that they will not accept the peace deal. And what is Trump saying? Trump gives Hamas deadline to end the war. Hell to pay. He's used that word before, has he not? Hell to pay?
Post. So we're going to put up just a portion of it on your screen, but I will read it to you in full. Here is what the president is saying. He says, Hamas has been a ruthless and violent threat for many years in the Middle East. They have killed and made lives unbearably miserable, culminating with the October 7th massacre in Israel. Babies, women, children, old people, and many young men and women, boys and girls, getting ready to celebrate their future lives together. He goes,
well, Hamas wants to be free. Iranians want to be free. Palestinians want to be free. Woo! OJ got free. P. Diddy wants to be free. And we Americans want to be free. Man. Freedom got a price. How do you pay for it? I'm Franchise Pearson. I will talk to you guys later. God bless.